This video is brought to you in part by Zeal Sound and viewers like you. Thank you.
Yo, Speedy, clip this one.
I'm never retiring.
Okay.
To answer your question, I fall back, you know what I mean, and, you know what I mean, make certain adjustments in the background, then, you know what I mean, pop back out or whatever, just to make sure that, like, you know what I mean, everything, you know what I mean, stays alive and keep going. It's just a tough situation right now, man. The climate is nasty, it's oversaturated.
Ooh.
You understand what I'm saying? It's just watered down. It's watered down. Black, like, you see it. Everybody, league, battle here, battle here. It's like, no, it's just, I just feel like it's watered down, man. I just feel like it's watered down. There's no integrity in this.
And you gotta break that down.
Like, I just feel like, because at the end of the day, it's just like, your presentation doesn't matter. Like, when it comes to, like, you know what I mean, certain, like, you know what I'm saying, MCs, everybody's check chasing. There's a repercussion to that. And the average consumer just don't understand, like, you know, what and how or where. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's just crazy. It's like the Wild Wild West.
But when you fall flat in them battles that you're that's why I think there's no integrity. Cause, like, imagine you check that check for this opponent and then you just lose, like, awfully. You didn't care about that. You didn't care about you. It's a check there, and it's like, you just got body for me, bro.
Yeah, but
it's one of my heroes, and it's like, oh, you just fall flat. You get 30.
They not respecting, like, these, like, you know, yo, they showed up. Like, yo, listen, I'm gonna let you sell my name. I'm gonna bring them in, and I'm just gonna come in and just do what I do. I mean, that's the mentality of, you know what I mean, some people, a lot of the MCs, which I'm not, you know, I mean, they only gonna perform where it counts.
Hypothetically speaking, let's not use the name that's on the card right now, right? I think everybody's doing good for the most part, right? Imagine you got a major event about to happen, and then that person takes he check shakes and then gets 30. You have to in turn sell that name as a fan, like, yo, this bitch got 30. He's on SM or 90 Minute Events or Homecoming or whatever it is. He just got 30.
Don't count.
Oh.
Don't count, man. I'm just saying,
it just looks bad.
Listen, man, I ain't make the rules. Like, yo, for real though, like, you know, it is what it is. Like, I mean, it happened to me a couple of times, so don't feel bad for all the little leagues out there. You know what I mean? I can't eat that. That's where I come from.
I can't eat that. I can't eat that.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? But I just feel like, you know, with all of the different, you know what I'm saying, leagues that's just popping up everywhere, it's just basically oversaturated and watered down. I feel like, you know what I mean, the energy that the MCs, you know, there's so many different, I can't even keep count, bro. They only gonna really perform where it counts at, where it matters, where the eyeballs and, you know, the traffic is at.
I agree with that for you.
That is the, you know, original sources, you know what I'm saying? The URLs, King of the Dots, you know, you know, all the other different leagues that's out there, like, you know what I mean, that has, you know, the foundation of the history when it comes to this battle rap culture.
A lot of the battle rappers are doing a league thing now. Like, they're taking a, you know, situation in their own hand, like a John, Calico is doing this thing, you know what I'm saying? Geechee, Riot, Hitman, Power Moves, yup, salute to that. Bags and Bodies, so like, how you feel about that?
It's the same thing. A league is a league. Like, you know what I mean? You know, I mean, it ain't like, you know what I mean, people are creating their own talent. You know what I mean? They going after, you know, the established talent that, like, you know, is coming from, you know what I'm saying, the original source. So it is what it is. It's confusing.
It's confusing.
It's confusing. Like, you see, like, I gotta just switch up this to, like, you know what I mean, because the game is oversaturated. So I'm just doing one by one. I'm matter of fact, I'm talking too much. Hold on, chill out. At the end of the day, on a constant basis, you know, and you know, the Nexus program is real dope. You know what I mean, because, you know what I'm saying, it's exclusively for the app game. I'm doing that straight for the app game. Only if you're an app game member, you're gonna have access to that event for free. URLTV.tv app. Long as your membership is active, you're gonna have accessibility to those events. Or you can go to the website, you know what I'm saying, and log in your credentials, and then you could just do what you do. You're gonna have access. But like, yeah, that's I'm just like, you know, just making necessary adjustments just to, like, you know what I'm saying, just complete, you know what I mean, certain battles and just, you know what I mean, stay on schedule with what we doing. Like I said, we doing what we doing.
Murder and Mook versus Hitman Ha, a lot of controversy around this. and URL was trying to lock it in. Y'all had the grasp around it. What's the status on that? Like,
I don't even know the status. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even entertain those type of battles no more, just because it just don't make sense financially.
Gerald
like, you know
was
what I'm saying?
supposed to be involved.
Yeah. I wasn't in those conversations personally.
They did say Beasley.
You know what I mean? I'm in the loop. I'm you know, I'm in the offensive coordinator booth. Like, but like, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's just like, you know, it's just not realistic to like, you know, it's just not realistic, man. So I don't even entertain or even talk to people unless it's like something that is like, oh, I just may be able to have a possibility, or it may be just as a potential opportunity. It may work or whatever, but like I don't have like, you know what I mean? It just don't make sense. So I don't even participate in I don't even
Connected with Caffeine, you guys had a layout for the entire year what you guys would do. And I think the fans really appreciate that. In 2025, is that something that y'all might do again? Or is the culture the way it is, like now it's more so months by months, as opposed to planning a whole year in advance publicly? Because y'all did it publicly.
I just feel like, you know what I mean? Just to be honest with you, man, I like to do event by event right now.
Okay.
Just because, like, you know what I'm saying, it's just oversaturated. And, you know, I just, like, just want to make sure that, like, you know what I mean, we focus on what's right here in front of us, rather than, you know what I'm saying, trying to, like, you know what I'm saying, go far out and try to establish, you know what I'm saying, obligations that may be jeopardized on
by the end of the year. If you say something in January, December, blah, this happened, that happened, and it don't go through. Okay.
So I'm never trying to put, you know, myself or my company or my movement in line of like things not happening because of, like, you know what I mean, just unforeseen situations that may be out of our control.
All right, so you've been here for a million years, Godfather, all that good stuff, so you've seen everything, you've been a part of everything, but I don't think anybody really asks you, what battle does Smack want to see?
I'm not gonna name them because, you know what I'm saying, I don't want people to go after them. As time goes on, you know what I mean, the expectations start to, like, you know what I'm saying, grow and things become to be like unrealistic.
Expensive,
yeah. I mean, I don't mind breaking bread. And I've shown that through the course of my career. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm single-handedly, like, I've been the one that basically funded and fueled this whole culture to become what it is today.
Talk your shit,
You understand what I'm saying? I did it with the best of them. I went out there and linked up with strategic companies to get, like, you know what I'm saying, it going.
Hold on, shake my hand, Smack.
Like,
thank
serious.
you.
You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Acapulco cigarellos.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Exclusive vodkas.
Talk.
Caffeine.
Thank
you. You know,
thank you.
This is what, like, and when I got them checks, you know what I mean, I spreaded it out. You know what I mean? I wasn't on no greedy. I did what made sense to, like, you know what I'm saying, establish.
I'm gonna do a video on that, Smack. I don't think people understand, like, because I benefited too. Yeah. But I know MCs benefited on a month-to-month basis with no battles. Yeah. The culture too, every week.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, and this is why I be feeling some type of way when certain people, like, certain things be happening in certain ways. Yeah. Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't have to, I could have shaved. You
could have did a lot of shaving.
I could have shaved off the top tremendously.
Yes.
And I feel like people don't really, like, understand that or respect that. Like, and I mean, at the end of the day, on certain decisions that they make. So it's just like, it seems like, you know what I mean? It's like everybody's for the most they selves. Yeah. And when I was in certain positions, I wasn't for self. I spreaded it out.
I think the problem with that, I think, not the problem with you, but I feel like for a lot of people that was involved, maybe, it was a tremendous blessing that they just stuck to the blessing, right? Let's say for me, for instance, right? Blessing was beautiful, but I made sure to continue things outside. I didn't stop my outside movements. So when the water got cut on that blessing, people fell flat.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do as an individual.
As an individual.
As far as being responsible.
Yeah.
As far as being like an adult. When you're adulting, you're gonna make certain decisions to make sure that you're secure.
It's still healthy, Smack.
You know what I mean? To make sure that you're secure, and you know what I mean? And you're gonna allow yourself to benefit off the blessing without relying on the blessing. A blessing is not supposed to be relied upon.
Extra.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be extra smack.
You understand what I'm saying? Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Shake my hand.
Shake my hand.
Shake my hand, right?
Yes,
all right.
sir.
So, but now,
to
the blesser, the ones that's blessing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I'm still blessing. I'm the one that's basically sharing out the blessings.
Yeah.
I'm establishing, or I'm expecting that to be respected.
Yeah.
When it comes down to certain, certain obligations or certain certain understandings. You feel what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I just feel like that be overlooked and it don't be, really respected in a lot of the things and a lot of the ways people's been moving. And I'm not mad, I'm not crying, but I'm just, it is what it is. Everybody's different. One thing I learned is everybody don't have the same principles, morals, values that, you may have. Everybody came up different. A full house with a mother and father. You know what I'm saying? People didn't have room when they, coming up in school like that. They didn't have, you understand what I'm saying? So the way you see things in life, somebody might not see things. What you value or qualities you may recognize or may have or may appreciate, somebody might not give a, and it's just on a different type of time. And that's one thing I had to learn when dealing with, with certain business dealings and dealing with certain individuals. So you always gotta protect yourself and, make sure that, you keep that in mind when, doing, certain deals and business deals with people. And, it's just, it is what it is.
You know what I'm saying? Speaking of the blessings, and you're still giving out blessings now, but what happens when another situation pops up where it's like, they're gonna come back. You know what I'm saying? So how do you skim next time possibly? I don't know. Or do you regulate it differently?
Yeah. We're gonna make the necessary adjustment to make sure that it makes sense. And we're gonna, listen, we keep the receipts at the end of the day. That's just what any business will do. You understand what I'm saying? Let's just keep it real. But I'm always gonna make it make sense.
Okay.
You gotta make it make sense to be successful.
Yeah. End of the day, I would say it's a business too. It's a business too. I feel like a lot of times the way things was working, I rock with this person, friendship, whatever it is. So I'll just let this go. So next time around, it's like, okay, it's a business. This got to bring back that. I understand that. So it makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, and we're gonna get everything done. We might be doing it in a different way, a different style than you may be normally used to, but we still getting it done. Okay. And that's what I want, the whole world and the app game to know that, we good, just chill, we just switching up. So when you see a Kings versus Queens Summer Madness, don't just chill. Y'all already know chill, I do this. I've been doing this for 20 years.
You know what I mean? If the fans want to know, a homecoming, the volume, it's 3 more months left in a year. Do we expect Smack to do Nexus this weekend, Kings versus Queen SM next weekend, but still give us room for homecoming and volume and more? The fans just want more and more and more and more. That's all it is in Battlerap. We want more
I'm just trying to make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? I need the fans to, hit my social networks, my Instagram, my Twitter, my TikTok, and just let me know what they want to see, because you know what I'm saying, I don't want to be I want to know what battles that's out there that they want to see, because this is
Yo, what is the word? Speedy in the building. Back with another episode of Battlerap BS. Today, we really got some BS. You know what I'm saying? Jayblac, Smack White, 2 of the biggest faces of Battlerap. You know what I'm saying? 2 of the largest, most well-known representatives of the URL. That's the thing. Jayblac is URL. He's an employee. You know what I'm saying? So it's being signed to URL and having Smack up there to promote Nexus and the Smack URL app and talk money and talk the economy and the business. It seemed like y'all was just slandering Battlerap. The fans, the battle rappers, other leagues. You know what I'm saying? we already established that Jayblac and Smack already don't care about battle rap. And I've been saying that these two are also some of the most greediest people. Like, Jayblac be having people pay to vote. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even got to pay to vote for a president. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't got to pay to vote for nothing, but you want me to pay to vote for champion of the year so that you can give them the money? It's like, bro, like, you're not even really, you know what I mean? I know you matching it or whatever, but it's like, you're not even putting in half as what the coach are putting in, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, the fact that everybody want to talk so much about, you know, what fans or what other leagues or what battlers are doing, it's like, it starts at the top, you know what I'm saying? And I'm always going to say that, bro. It's from the top down. Everything started with, you know what I mean, Smack, RBE, King of the Dot, really URL. Since URL is the NBA, I'm saying they set all the trends. So as far as picking up other talent and not showing that you care, and you know what I'm saying, performing where it matters and all that, Twerk choked how many times? Twerk choked how many times on a Smack URL card for caffeine at that, for all that money? So it's like, you know what I'm saying, I'll be really like avoiding and not really answering questions. Like, I'm saying, Jayblac, you don't really be trying, man. Like, you know what I mean, you buddy, you know what I'm saying, you get paid, he sign your checks. What would you do? Like, you know what I'm saying, what can you really expect? I don't expect no less. But look, man, like we can go tooth and nail for everything, but it's like when you really want to know what ruined battle rap, right? And you say, oh, it's because of all these artists, and you can't. I mean, you gonna blame people for rapping, for battling. Then at that, you don't make your own talent. You ain't go find your own talent. You had scouts doing the dirty work. Smack didn't do everything. Yeah, the URL and Smack might be Smack URL, but it's like, bro, come on, man. Smack White as a person, as a businessman, they need to take their own advice, man. The same thing that Smack said about everybody else applies directly to him, and it applies to him first. You know what I'm saying? People are copying his style. Oh yeah, you can copy the style, but can't copy respect. You know what I'm saying? All right, you wasn't even getting respect for the stuff that you was doing, and people were still copying you. You know what I'm saying? So now you want to disrespect it, but it's like, I mean, that's the same disrespect that you was getting that you ain't care about. You was calling people haters and this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? You trying to call out people for saying certain things, and you almost shouted out RBE. I should have kept that in there, but it's like, you know what I'm saying, it's so funny to me. It's so funny to me, you know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to We Go Hard, but you know what I'm saying, We Go Hard don't really get the craziest push, even though they deserve it, you know what I'm saying? They booking their own, you know what I mean? It's not even like you really just, you mean, giving out shots and stuff like that. Like, people really gotta earn that, people gotta pay for that, all kinds of stuff. And then, like, when it comes to the battlers, how would Smack feel if the battlers only did one rounders on small leagues and just never decided to, battle on URL unless they get their name called, like how Smack want them to? Smack talking about, oh no, man, I'm gonna just put you on the shelf, man. Just stay there until, you know what I mean, if you go out, I mean, if you show out or whatever, take that and run with it, you know what I'm saying, for a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But you see every artist that do that, they don't get no love from Smack. It's like, you only want me to, you know what I mean? So it's like, bro, if I need X amount of money, you know what I'm saying, and you not gonna book me for 3 months, how am I going, you know what I'm saying? Even if you is handing out this, that, and the third, the behind the scenes. Like, I'm saying, you talking about you could have did this, you could have did that. Yeah, you could have, but you didn't. And it's like, that's what you was supposed to do anyways. You wasn't supposed to do that. You were supposed to reinvest and do all this, that, and the third, instead of continuously outsourcing money and trying to beg the fans for support. You're supposed to just do that yourself. Saying, like, you had all the money. You was the money man. You was the blesser, right? You should have kept blessing the culture instead of just blessing battlers. That's the reason why everybody was mad, because you keep blessing these battlers and they didn't deserve it. For y'all around here, everybody like the yell over music instead of just turning their radio down. I don't understand the point. Like, you know what I'm saying? Here we go again. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it, man. Like, you gonna pull over and don't park, but you know what I'm saying? That's the consideration that people don't really have. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes to integrity and just common sense and things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? You can apply this to Jayblac and what's it called? Smack too. It's like the same thing y'all saying. Y'all need to apply that to yourselves. The way that you want to be treated, you need to treat other people. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just expect everything from everybody else, and you just gonna give them so little bit. You know what I'm saying? If they feel as though that what they're getting is not what they deserve, you know what I'm saying, then you shouldn't justify the little bit that you getting them, you know what I'm saying, and then condescend to them and then talk all this, that, and the third about them. Like, you know what I'm saying? You was only able to do what you were able to do because you were the only one that was able to do that, you know what I'm saying? which gave you the opportunity to become a blesser. But you see what happens when people be getting their own money, man. See what happens? I mean, giving it to the wrong people, man. Then the people that actually do deserve it, I mean, when they wind up getting it, they turn to people like Smack. So it's like I'm saying, because that's how they wind up keeping it. I'm saying, really think about how to really get the money. When you get the money, don't forget to get the money. But when you get the money, bring me the money. Like I'm saying, at the end of the day, because that's all he wanted. He just wanted the money. He wanted it all. You know what I'm saying? He ain't really caring about nobody else. If he know his own talent, you know what I'm saying, struggling, and he don't care, and he kind of centered them, and he feel as though his own talent leagues don't matter. You know what I'm saying? If you book URL talent on your own league, it don't matter. Don't matter. You just wasting your money. Money I paid you, now you paying him. Like I'm saying, the money that's in Battlerap is only from Battlerap. Like I'm saying, it ain't really that much money in Battlerap, and it's really, I mean, that's the reason why they talking all this money stuff. Oh man, we need the website. You can get it for free if you pay for the app. You mean you can get these events for a cheaper price? That's what you really need to be saying, because it's not free. A cheaper price, $8 a month, good money. You know what I'm saying? Now obviously there's ways around that. You can either pay $20, $50, $60 for the pay-per-view, or you know what I'm saying, you can pay $8 a month. You know what I'm saying? And only pay that $8 when there's an event, you know what I'm saying? And just use that for that event, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And then just the rest of the month, just watch all the battles that you missed and just wait, you know what I'm saying? There's ways around it. But honestly, the fact that URL want to get the money and they want to try to monetize it with a singular price, when I'm pretty sure there's plenty of people willing to donate more than $8 a month. You know what I'm saying? If people get paid every 2 weeks, let's say they got extra $10. So they can give you $10 every 2 weeks just off the whim of it, just because they have it and not scheduled. Like I'm saying, but it's gonna be periodically. You could still get $10, $20, $5 every 2 weeks from whoever, just from having an active channel, from running, keeping the culture alive. People are gonna support that. You know what I'm saying, but the fact that you're asking for money up front, now that just be like, all right, bro. So the people who don't want to spend money just not gonna support them, or they gonna find other ways to support. You see the bootleggers is making more money just from, you know what I'm saying, bootlegging y'all products. They spend a little $8 a month, then they stream all these events, you know what I'm saying, and they can do like $5 a link. If you're gonna get like 5,000 people in there, imagine $5 a link you get 1,000 people, or $5 a link you get 500 people, you know what I'm saying, or $5 a link you get 30 people, you know what I'm saying? Like that's bread either way, you know what I'm saying? And you don't gotta write no battles, you don't gotta put together nothing, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you really want people to support you, really want partnerships, you have to have a product, you know what I'm saying, that is worth doing that for. Like I'm saying, if URL was really a successful brand, and if Battlerap really was a successful product, we wouldn't be saying the things that we are. We wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about anything that operates anywhere. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these businesses that operate in the red, they're just subsidiaries or their sister corporations or whatever. Probably even a money laundering front. You know what I mean? Money laundering front. You know what I'm saying? Or they just got into other business aspects like data collection and stuff like that, and now they real scummy, and that's how they make their money. You know what I'm saying? That's what people do. It's only a matter of time before Smack realize how much money you can get by selling your data, your credit card information, all that stuff. And it's perfectly legal. You don't need a license or anything for that. All you gotta do is put down your terms of service. If you put the fact that you're going to sell their data and collect their data and use this, that, and the third, and the terms of service, you're going to realize how much money you can make off of that. Because even if it's a penny per person, right? If you have 500,000 people, you mean all of their information and everything, you're charging a penny, 10 cents, whatever. How many companies is it going to take before you make $500,000? 10, 100. There's a lot of companies that's into illicit sales and all kind of stuff, man. I'm trying to tell you, there's all kind of everything, bro. But listen, man, there's so much more that we could say, like really about how much Jayblac and Smack don't care about Battlerap. You know what I'm saying? Like there's so much that I could say, so much, but it don't really matter, honestly. Because at the end of the day, they're just going to find ways to try to justify what they do. Like, you see ARP retired because he doesn't want to do what Smack trying to do. I'm saying he see all the struggling and all the BS that Smack got to go through and the URL is going through. And he saw how little bit it took just to be number 2. RBE is still technically number 2, even though they're really not. But technically, they're still number 2. You know what I'm saying? As far as Smack and RBE, URL and RBE, those are the 2 biggest leagues. You know what I'm saying? They got that beef, you know what I'm saying? Even in legal suits and everything. So it's like, I mean, anyways, that's gonna be that on that, man. It don't really matter. But how y'all feel about this? How y'all feel about what Jayblac and Smack guys say about all these battlers? How you think these battlers gonna respond? You think me personally, I feel like these battlers really should be an outrage. You know what I'm saying? It should be a complete outcry, because it's like they know the conversation that goes on behind them closed doors. And the thing is, Smack knows what he be telling people, and he want to pretend and act like he don't be telling people this stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, like, take your own advice. You know what you be saying to people, and you know what you have to say at that. You know what I'm saying? As many partners as you have and all these people that you work with, who knows if Beasley really sliming you or not. Like, that's what people don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you done had all this stuff with Chico, Rain, Norbs, you know what I'm saying? Smack, ARP, you know what I'm saying? You think Beasley ain't noticed everything, just been plotting and lining his own pockets on the side, doing his own things, setting up certain connections, making sure that he having phone calls and stuff like that. Like, I mean, it's a lot of stuff that going behind closed doors that y'all have no idea about. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have absolutely no idea about. And as long as RBE and Norbs is still in the picture with URL in any sense, URL is not going anywhere, because they owe money to people regardless. And then it's like, if people start being able to, if a lawsuit is successful, expect more lawsuits. But if the lawsuit fails, still expect more lawsuits, because if it got that far, all you need is lawyer fees, court fees. You think the justice system is going to care about whether or not you have a case? So long as you are paying, your lawyer is going to operate. You know what I'm saying? But that's going to be that on that. Appreciate everybody for tapping in, man. Let me know how y'all feel about today's episode of Battlerap BS. Been a little minute, you know what I'm saying? I know, but I had to, you know what I'm saying? And y'all know I really like talking about stuff that kind of matters, you know what I'm saying? But that's going to be that on that. The economy of Battlerap. Is it failing? Is it failing? Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Speedy out.